If you go onto Twitter or onto YouTube, England sounds like an absolute nightmare. Stabbings, the economy's cooked, everyone's depressed, and the weather's awful. And look, I'm not saying that these things, they don't exist, but before I leave, I've realised there's actually a few things about England that I'm really going to miss. And I don't think you notice them until you're about to go somewhere very, very different. Now, I've been lucky enough to travel quite a bit. Egypt, Switzerland, Italy, America, and other countries as well. All of them are amazing in their own way, other than Egypt, but that's fine. But honestly, I think England's countryside is massively underrated. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but there's definitely something about it. The footpaths, the hills, the villages that exist just quietly without trying to impress you. You can walk for hours, cut through fields, pass a pub that's been there for longer than your entire family line, and no one makes a big deal out of it. It's not dramatic like mountains or deserts. It's just calm. And I think that's what I'll miss, just how normal and accessible that is. British people, we get a lot of stick, needless to say. We're awkward, we can be reserved, sometimes even rude. And we don't really do enthusiasm per se. But there's also something quite solid about people here. A lot of people just have that kind of just crack on attitude about life. No big emotional displays, no oversharing, just get on with it, get on with life. And the humour. I didn't realise how British my sense of humour was until I started hanging around with more Americans. Our humour is sarcastic, it's self-aware. We made Blackadder, we made Monty Python. An entire culture of comedy that doesn't explain the joke to you. And yeah, people here can seem cold at first, but once you get past that, most people are pretty sound. They're just not going to hug you 5 minutes into getting to know you. Another thing, safety. If you watch the news, you'd think England is falling apart. And some people might say it is. And again, I know it matters where you live. I live in a nice area, nice-ish. It's getting worse. But day to day, I don't feel unsafe. I know I'm a man, but I can go for a run at night with my headphones in with no real fear that something terrible is going to happen. At worst, I might get robbed, right? At worst. I'm not worried about being murdered. Let's just put it that way. And whether that safety is real or whether that safety is perceived, I don't really care, because it changes how you live. You don't constantly scan around or scan people, and you're not always looking for an exit route in case of danger when you go into a restaurant. You just exist day to day. And that's something that you don't realize is valuable until it's not there anymore. This might be the most boring point here, but it's probably the biggest when you think about it. England is easy. Pretty much everything that I need is within 1 hour's radius. Shops, doctors, gyms, trains. In Guatemala, the same level of access can be 5 hours away. Here, things are predictable. Trains mostly work, most of the time. If you book something for 11 a.m, it's probably going to happen at 11 a.m. We complain about potholes, but at least there aren't landslides where the road just disappears. Rules exist, systems exist, and you don't realize how much mental energy that saves you until you live somewhere where nothing is guaranteed. England removes a lot of background stress without you even noticing, things that you hadn't ever considered before. When you're making a long trip, you don't have to worry whether the road will be collapsed on the way. you just drive there. I'm still leaving, I still want to go, and I still think I need something different. But England, it isn't this awful place that people online make it out to be. It's pretty safe, it's structured, it's quietly decent. And I think it's possible to leave somewhere without hating it. You can acknowledge what worked, what you'll miss, and still decide it's time to move on. That doesn't mean that you were wrong to be there, but it just means that you're ready for something else.